Good morning, Burley Glenwood boys and girls. Hope you had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend and got to do something fun with your family. I am going to teach a lesson today on the distributive property. I hope you have your workspace mat up for it. Chloe does not like the cat that is talking right now. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get going. I'm not going to do the entire thing because I do expect you to do some of it yourself. So when you open it up, you want to type your name here. I'm going to type my name in. It gives you a chance to type your name in. Okay, oopsie. So I'm starting on page 1. Now I want to talk about what the distributive property is. It takes a multiplication fact and it breaks it into 2 smaller facts that are easier for you to figure out. So in this case, the sample problem, we started with 3 times 10. Chloe, stop. And it was broken into 3 times 3, that's the red portion, and 3 times 7, that's the blue portion. So we have the 3 times 3. And we have the 3 times 7. 3 times 3 is 9. Hi, Shadow. Chloe really does not like you. And we have the 3 times 7, which is 21. When they are added together, you get a total of 30. And our unit on this one is centimeters, so it's centimeters squared. Stop barking. So I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go feed the cats. And maybe that will take care of the hate and discontent that's happening in my house. Hi, Shadow. Do you want to come say hi to the people at Knitnerland? No, you just want me to feed you. Okay, so I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back from feeding the cats and hopefully we will have less hate and discontent in the house now. Okay, so our next problem, it was 3 times 9 originally, and it was broken into 3 times 4, and then it was broken into 3 times 5, which you could see here. So the 3 times 4 is 12, the 3 times 5 is 15. Together, they total 27, which matches on this other side. Okay, so I am going to do one of these problems with you. I'm going to come down here and do this big one. So you'll notice that the shapes are clickable and enlargeable. So I want to take this red one and I want to stretch it so that it covers the left side. So I have just turned that one into a 5 by 5. So my red font, I'm going to make that a 5. And make this one a 5. Now, my original equation was a 5 by, I think that's 12, hiding under there. Yeah, 5 by 12. So this purple, I'm going to make that a 5 and a 12. There we go, that fits better. Okay, now I need to grab my blue rectangle. I'm going to stretch it. It is still 5 rows, but it's now 7 across. So my blue hashtag is a 5 rows of 7. Okay, I don't know what 5 times 12 is yet, because that's kind of a big one. There may be a few of you that you've got that memorized. You just type that in. But we're going to do this red spot first. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 7. Oh, where'd my blue hashtag go? It disappeared. Oh, there it is. I was thinking it was gone. Okay, 5 times 7 is 35. There we go. So now I need to add these two. 25 plus 35. Well, 20 plus 30 is 50. 5 plus 5 is 10. 50 plus 10 is 60. There we go. So now I need to come down here to my final answer spot, and I need to put 60. So 5 times 12 is 60. 5 times 5, 25. 5 times 7, 35. When I add it all together, I get that 60 again. And I already pre-put in your centimeters squared. Okay, I'm going to talk about this one. I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, though. So, well, I might do it real quick and then move it away. So, first thing I want to do is make a 6 by 8 rectangle. So I'm going to start way down in the corner. That is not a 6 by 8. I need 6 rows. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows. Right now I've got a 6 by 3. I need it to be a 6 by 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got a 6 by 8. I need to cut it into a 6 by 3 and a 6 by 5. So this red one. Okay, now I've got my 6 rows. 6 rows of 3. So that goes there. And then this guy needs to be 6 rows of 5. And then you're going to take this dark line and put it like that. Okay. So when you turn yours in, it needs to look like that. So I'm going to move this stuff off. You are welcome to rewind it and get a good look at it. There we go. So pause the video and you're working on these 3 on your own. Now, when you come back from pausing on the video, we are going to, well, maybe I'll be nice and do one more on this page with you, and then on the other page, I'll just do less. Okay, so I think I'll do this one with you. That way, when I grade them, I know I'm looking at these. Okay, so my original shape is a 4 by 12. So 4 rows of 12. 4 rows of 5. So I need to stretch this so he takes up the right amount of space on the shape. 4 rows of 5. So now I've got my 5 in there. 4 rows, make that guy 5, of 7. So I need to stretch this so that it takes up 7. Oopsie, I typed the wrong number in. Nobody told me. You're like, yes, I was at home. I was telling you, Mrs. Mears, you were wrong. 4 rows of 7. Okay, I don't know 4 times 12 yet, but I do know 4 times 5. I can count by 5s real quick. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, now, oh, I wanted that to be red. I don't know why you made it black. There we go. Now you're red. Now, 4 times 7. Well, if 4 times 5 is 20, I need another 4. I need another 4. So that would be 8. I need 8 more. So that'd be 28. There we go. So now I need to add the 20 and the 28. And that's 48. So this guy's 48. So your job, you're doing these 2 on your own. Remember to stretch the shapes. So the red goes on the left and the blue goes on the right. The purple, this is going to be purple there. This is going to be purple there. Your red dimensions, 4 rows of 4. Your blue dimensions, 4 rows of 6. So 4 rows of 6. Then you multiply and find the answer. Multiply, find the answer. Add them together to get this guy. Add them together to get this guy. Okay, now on this one, your original problem, 5 rows of 10. 5 rows of 10. Now for your red spot, 5 rows of 4. Your next spot, 5 rows of 6. And make sure you stretch those so that they're the right size. Then multiply those two numbers to get this guy. Multiply those two numbers to get this guy. Add them together. That will get you this, and it will also get you that. Okay. So pause it, finish that up, and then we'll be on the next slide. Okay, so we are now on slide number 2, and I'm just going to do one of them with you. So let me decide which one. So these are not the exact same problems that were on the previous slide. So I don't know if it'll let me stretch it. Nope, it won't, but they're similar. So this was 3 rows of 10. The red side is a 3 by 5 and a 3 by 5. You notice that it's kind of almost cut right in half. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 5 is 15 for a total of 30 centimeters squared. On this other guy, we have a 3 by 12. The red side is a 3 by 5. The blue side is a 3 by 7. 3 by 5 is 15. 3 by 7 is 21. When it's added together, it's 36. So let's go down and decide which one I'll do with you. Oh, I think I'll do this 4 one because counting by 5s is easier. Okay, so my first dimensions are the 4 by 12. So I'm going to put that in the purple spot. 4 rows of 12. Okay. Now I'm going to stretch my red. 4 rows of 4. So 4 rows of 4. Okay, now I'm going to stretch my blue. I have 4 rows of 8. 4 rows of 8. So if you need to pause the video and type on yours, you sure can. Okay, now I'm going to find the product. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 8, 32. Now I need to add those together. Well, 6 and 2 is 8. 3 and 1 is 4. So that's 48. And I need to not forget this little guy over here. Okay, so I did that one with you. You're doing these 3 on your own. I'm going to talk about this guy on the bottom. So your first step is to make a 4 by 9 rectangle. So I grab this, 4 rows. There's my 4 rows. It's not 9 though, so 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm just going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I need to cut it into a 4 by 3 and a 4 by 6. So that one's too tall. I got to shorten it up. So 4 rows of 3. I'm going to move that off to the side. Whoopsie, that's not the one I wanted to move off to the side. I wanted the red guy underneath. Well, he's not going to cooperate though. Okay, then your blue one needs to fill in this spot. And you need to bring your line over and then shorten it up because it does not need to hang out so tall. Okay. So that's what you're doing on that guy. I just didn't want to fully do it for you because I wanted to see what you can do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, pause the video, rewind it if you need to. So I did, between the 2 papers, I did about half of it with you. If you're stuck, have your parents message me on Class Dojo, because I can open up your paper and you can open up your paper and I could work with you on it if you are totally flabbergasted and stuck. And then I bet if you're in Miss Hadelstadt's class and you contact her, she'd be more than happy to help work you through this. This is an important skill that you'll use in 4th grade. It's not that we're just trying to torture you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And tomorrow we will be doing more of what are called rectilinear shapes. They're the kind of crazy things. They were like that golf course problem from a few days ago. So I hope you have a good day and we will chat